Good evening everyone, and welcome to Raina Mo's DIY and Designs. And today we're going to work on an alternative to an actual bouquet for a bridesmaid. So if this sounds like a tutorial that would interest you, please keep on watching. Okay, so what we are going to be working on as far as an alternative to a floral bouquet for a bridesmaid would be a pomander, or kissing ball, like some people would like to call it. So I just want to show you exactly how I made this, because this is what my ladies will be carrying. So for that you will need a foam ball of whatever size it is that you prefer. These are 5-inch styrofoam balls. You're going to need your ribbon. Of course you're going to need hot glue, a pair of scissors. I'm going to be using this foam brush, but not for what you think I'm going to be using it for. I'm actually going to use this tip in to puncture the center of the styrofoam ball to affix the ribbon on the inside, and of course the flowers of your choice. So gather up all those things, ladies, and I'll be right back with you. So here is my foam ball, and like I said, it's a 5-inch foam ball, and the ones that I got were from King Dollar, so they were $1.25, but you know that any craft store would have these foam balls. You can also find them online anywhere. But with this particular foam ball, it has a center that's already marked. So all you would need to do is take whatever sharp instrument that you have. I'm using this one even though it's a blunt, because it just worked really well. And all you have to do is push down in the center and it'll pop and make a hole for you. And then once you've done that, you take your strip of ribbon for whatever length it is that you want. And I'm gonna say that this is the perfect length that I want, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my ribbon, match those ends together, then I fold the ribbon. This particular ribbon is satin and it's double-sided, so it doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you keep your sides right, but with this one it doesn't matter. So I take this ribbon, I fold it in half, both sides. I lay it across this mark that we have here, and since there's already been a hole punctured in here, I just push this down into the hole with hot glue already piped in. And once you do that, you set it aside, let it dry a little bit. Then you will have your handle here. Then you'll see that there's empty space in the hole that you created with the handle, so you'll just pipe some more hot glue around and down into the hole, and again set it to the side so that it can go ahead and cure. And I have that already here completed. So it's completed. So now all you'll want to do is start affixing your flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting my flowers down, and when I come back I'll show you the next step. For this particular pomander ball that I'm going to be making, I'm going to be using large rose heads like these, as well as smaller rose heads. So all I'm going to do is start here at the side. Some people like to go around the perimeter with 1, 2, 3, 4. I just like to start where the top is. So I'm just going to push the flower down into the styrofoam ball, take it out, get my hot glue, put a little bit of hot glue in that hole that I just made, and then I put it around it like so, just like so, so that I can put the flower in and then just kind of press it onto the ball so that it stays and I know that it's really secure. And remember, because we're working with styrofoam and hot glue and the flower buds are actually plastic, you know, it takes a little bit longer sometimes for them to hold. So I just hold it for a little while, and then all you have to do is fluff your flower back up the way that you want it, but it's secure. Then next I'm going to do the same thing all the way around this particular pomander, and when I come back I'll show you how it looks, but I'm just going to show you how I do it with the smaller ones. So I'm just going to push into the foam, and this is going to be textured with the big as well as with the smaller balls. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue in the hole and then around it and secure. So So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up, and when I come back, I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like just when you're getting it started. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this half and then turn it and fill up the other half. And when I come back, I'll show you the final look. And so this is what she looks like. She is very much textured with the highs and the lows of the large heads and the short heads. But I also want to encompass a little bit of this pearl wrap. That's what I'm going to call it, a little bit of this pearl thread throughout. So all I'm going to do is take a piece of pearl thread. So I just took a piece of the pearl thread with 2 hearts on it, and then I'm going to take the ends of it, and where these 2 pearls come together, I'm going to twist it so that I'm making myself a little bit of a pin that I can actually stick into the bouquet. And at the same time, I'm creating a loop that I want to lay across one of the flowers. Like, let's say I'll lay it across the shorter flower. So I'm just gonna take the ends that I've twisted together and find a little area in the styrofoam and just kind of push it in, and then use my hot glue, find those 2 little pinholes, put my hot glue there, and then I'm just gonna place it back into the hot glue and just hold it for a little bit, let it dry. And then once it's dry, I'll have laid my little loops on my rose. So I'm just gonna cut off some more strands and affix it to the pomander in different places. Okay everyone, here's what she looks like. And isn't she beautiful? Even though we have the highs and the lows, the pearls help keep the symmetry of a round ball. And I just think it turned out so pretty. Now the only problem I have is deciding which bridesmaid will get this one and which bridesmaid will have this one, which I made with all of the same roses. I think I'm probably gonna have this one for the maid of honor, and the other bridesmaid that happens to have the same colored dress will have this pomander, and I'll probably put some stones on hers just to dress it up a bit. So I hope you enjoyed this particular tutorial. If you did, definitely give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and share all of the videos that you think would be enjoyable to all of your loved ones. I would like to say, design in your own time and have a wonderful evening. Bye.